Hello, welcome to another Scars of Mirrodin block draft. This is the first pack. Let's get started here. I really don't like taking these Chancellors first pick because triple color is too much of a commitment. There's Beast Within, Crest of Phyrexia, nonsense. There's a Blinding Soul Eater, a Pith Driller, Suture Priest, Spinethopter, Porcelain Legionnaire, Vapor Snag. I feel like it's either Pith Driller or Blinding Soul Eater. And Pith Driller is really the least color commitment. Porcelain Legionnaire is good too, but Pith Driller is better in the kinds of decks that I like to build, which is control decks rather than aggro decks. And as usual, it's important to follow your personal preference. So yeah, I'll just take the Pith Driller there. And I'm past a Lashwrithe. That strongly makes me want to play black. There's also a Tormentor Exarch, which is a pretty good one. -0, -2 being the most relevant. There's a Porcelain Legionnaire, so there's also a Grim Affliction, but Lashwrithe is basically a bomb. It makes me kind of have to force black, but black is very good and I like it. I wouldn't fault you for taking the Tormentor Exarch here. Or even the Porcelain Legionnaire or the Grim Affliction, but we all want to take the Lashwrithe, you know it. Okay, there's a Vault Scourge. There's also an Ichor Explosion, but I've never really managed to make this card work. Sickle Slicer, I'm never sure how good that card is. Forced Worship, but with Lashwrithe, like, Vault Scourge seems like the pick. It goes really well with the card, and it might be the best card anyway, so let's go ahead and pick that up. Alright, well, there's a Blighted Agent that goes well with Lashwrithe. I think that might just be the pick here. Slash Panther, Noxious Revival, there's also a Spire Monitor, but yeah, I think I'd rather just have this Blighted Agent. So far I have two very good targets for this Lashwrithe. Let's see, what's this guy? Well, that's not happening. That's pretty intense. I guess I could be just black, green, infect. I don't have to be blue. It seems like it's the pick. Guy's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, there's nothing really else. There's like Force Worship or Suture Priest. But yeah, Spinebiter. I feel like it's going to be easier. Ooh, but then I get past a Viral Drake. I was about to say it's going to be easier to be black blue or black green than black blue, but wow, this card is amazing. There's also a Parasitic Implant and a Shriek Raptor, but given that I already have Blighted Agent, I will take the Viral Drake. I mean, I don't have to play black, but luckily Vault Scourge and Pith Driller are both playable in a non-black deck, so I could even be blue-green, in fact. And that would just mean I have to ditch Lashwrithe, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Triumph of the Hordes? I think I'd rather just take a Parasitic Implant. There's also a Chain Throat Seeker, but this is removal, and removal is removal. Go ahead and pick up some removal. I do want to play black. Lashwrithe is totally worth it. Like, if they don't have removal for this, it's going to be tough to lose a game where you get this guy out. You have a few swamps. Well, there's a Brutalizer Exarch, a Thundering Tanadon, and a Vapor Snag. I guess Vapor Snag works well with the Pith Driller that I already have. The cost of an extra life, but Tanadon? I think I'm going to grab this Vapor Snag, if only just for signals. Ooh, another Vapor Snag. Well, I could just max out on come into play effects. I could also just take the Beast Within for flexibility. Or a Maul Splicer. I'll take another Vapor Snag. And I guess Hovermere is not the worst with a Lashwrithe. Go ahead and snag that. I guess I could take this to go with Lashwrithe. I could go black-white if that ends up happening. It's more likely than, I'd take the uncommon, just, you know. I should probably have taken the Crawlworm there, but yeah, I'll take the Maul Splicer here. And Rotted Hystrix. Alright, got a swamp for art value. This is pretty narrow. Doubt I'm playing that. Really should have just taken the Crawlworm. I might have played that if I'd gone to red. I'm not sure about these two Vapor Snag picks. I could have a Thundering Tanadon and something else. But if I get like a Skin Render and I've got my Pith Driller, can save a Viral Drake from being killed. Ooh, Skinwing. There's also a Kadoltha Flame Fiend. Jeez. Now I really wish I had taken the Crawlworm. But Skinwing is a Skinwing. There's also a Pierce Strider. I really feel like it's Skinwing or Kadoltha Flame Fiend though. I mean, I really doubt I'm playing this at this point, but I could. Skinwing I will play no matter what. Passing that could end up being what loses me the draft, but I could also take Treasure Mage, but I don't have anything ridiculous to search up yet. I mean, I would strongly consider going into red. I could play blue-red. Yeah, I mean, I think the potential benefit outweighs the risk. That Skinwing is not totally necessary. Core Prowler. There's a Sky Hunter. A Steel Sabotage. A Scourge Servant. I think I'm actually just going to take the Scourge Servant. I only have 8 creatures, and I really do want to go black, and Infect plus Lashwrithe is pretty much a win, so this is not a good pack for me, but yeah, I'm going to take the Scourge Servant there. Well, there's a Lumen Grid Gargoyle. And not much else. So, yeah. Welcome aboard. Yeah, like Strandwalker is basically just as good as Skinwing in this deck. Not necessarily excited about playing against Skinwing, but Blister Stick Shaman, I guess, or Draw Stripper maybe, but I like Strandwalker. And if I'm already trying to get cards that are good with equipment, now I'm doing that twice. Wow, that's a late spread. And I'm definitely in the right color with black. So, yep. It's that or like Steel Sabotage or Copper Carapace, but what are we talking about? Wow, okay. Sometimes you are definitely in the right color. I am going to take this Flesh Eater Imp and be very excited. I would also take the Scourge Servant or the Blight Widow, but this guy is going to be awesome for me. Let's see. Do I take the Dross Ripper? I have two cards, two creatures to cast at 4. I guess the Lashwrithe counts. There's also a Hexplate Golem, but I have other big stuff, and I'm not too worried about that. I think Dross Ripper is a pretty solid guy. Do I really want to Steel Sabotage? I've already got 2 Vapor Snags. I only have 11 creatures. I'm just going to take the Dross Ripper for additional bulk. And there's a Scourge Servant, which I will definitely take. And I got a Hexplate Golem anyway. So all in all, not that unhappy taking this. It was a little speculative, but I would have definitely gone into red. There's a lot of good cards that could have pushed me into red. At this point, I'm pretty sure that I'm blue-black infect. Hide this hover mirror. Yeah. We'll see, though. Just didn't see any good red cards. Saw lots of good black cards. Yeah, these Scourge Servants are going to be pretty dangerous. With a Strandwalker, geez, 5/7. It's a infectious Hexplate Golem. And I guess I'll take the Rusted Slasher. There's not really much else here, so. Spire Serpent could get played, I suppose. I guess Fuel for the Cause is okay in a blue-black infect deck. Meh. I don't really buy that argument. I think Spire Serpent could be potentially more valuable. But Unnatural Predation I could see playing. And I will take another Hexplate Golem. Probably will not play... Ooh, Training Drone? Nah, probably not going to play that either. We'll see, I might play a Hexplate Golem. Alright, now we have to decide if we're going into black-green infect or staying in blue-black infect. Or actually going into red after all. I'll give you a hint, that's probably not happening. Corpse Cur seems good though. I've got a Flesh Eater Imp, 2 Scourge Servants, a Spine Biter, a Blighted Agent, and a Viral Drake to return. Yeah. It seems like pretty good value. I don't like passing that Spike Shot Elder, but at least they don't have both a Kadoltha Flame Fiend and a Spike Shot Elder. Again, not that this was a pure hate. Like, hate came into it a little bit, but it was also speculative. It was a nice option to have. So, it's like maybe Scrap Diver Serpent, Corpse Cur, or Spike Shot Elder, but I'm going to go with the Corpse Cur plan. It seems good. And now we have interesting choices to make. Like, do I take the Dark Slick Drake? Or do I just take like the Cisbear and admit that I'm going to be black-green infect? Maybe black-green splash blue? But then you don't really want to splash with Lashwrithe. But like realistically speaking, Cisbear is by far the best card in this pack. For this deck, I mean. I don't think there's really an argument to be made there. And I kind of want to take this Dark Slick Drake though and just play blue-black. Especially with the Corpse Cur. Viral Drake and Blighted Agent are pretty sweet. Alright, I talked myself into it. I'm going to take this this Dark Slick Drake. Mainly just because I'm sick of playing black-green infect. And of course, it's going to bite me because there's an Acid Web Spider, but I'll go ahead and just take Contagious Nim. That's fine. If I had taken the Cisbear, I would definitely be taking the Acid Web Spider here. But yeah, I'm fine with picking Contagious Nim that highly. It's kind of lame, but whatever. And cards are drying up a little bit. I guess we take the Leaden Mirror here just to smooth things out. Yeah, I've got a lot of expensive cards. That seems prudent. Although I do like Trigon of Thought also. Ooh. There's a Strider Harness, but there's also a Perilous Mirror and Darksteel Sentinel. This deck needs something like a Perilous Mirror desperately, though. So, yeah. And Wall of Tanglecord, you are also something that this deck kind of needs. And, guess I take just the Plated Sea Strider. I don't really want this Vector Asp. Sea Strider seems like it could be money. Ooh, Darksteel Mirror. That's definitely going to be coming in from the sideboard if I play 3 matches, I can't imagine that this guy won't come in at some point. I have a lot of choices here. So cutting green, clearly, and red. And this is what we're left with. Cut the Sea Strider first, and cut the Rusted Slasher. That's pretty easy. Alright, that's 23. This deck does not look too bad, actually. I kind of want to cut the Spire Serpent as well, though. So we're at 22. We kind of need one more card. I bet I can pick up one more playable. Something I'm excited about. A 3-drop would be nice, actually. Also, don't really want to main deck this, but I guess I will. I am Infect. That cuts down on the Infect a little bit. Go ahead and hide this Darksteel Mirror just to accentuate the need for 3-drops. Okay, well, I believe I will just be taking the Scrap Diver Serpent. Something to actually win with when I stall the board out. That's not an Infect guy, but I've definitely won quite a few games with this card, so I see no reason not to pick that guy up. When this card's good, it is very, very good. Just sits there, unkillable, kills them. Whoa. And Sylvok Replica and Cisbear Wield, apparently, which were both cards I was considering taking, so I will take the Sylvok Replica and maybe play 1 Forest for Wall of Tanglecord Sylvok Replica. Just run it anyways, a 1-3. It's pretty weak, but it's probably my best option right now. I'll take this Carapace Forger. I mean, I guess I could take a Surtark, or I could just run a Sea Strider. How many artifacts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll take the Surge Arc. It's probably not happening, but... And I might have to play Bonds. Somebody get a last pick Flameborn Hellion. That's kind of ridiculous. Whatever. Really doesn't matter. Okay, what's going on here? We'll have to do 23rd card Jeopardy, really. No, I'm playing a lot of these cards. Luckily, I get to jam the Lashwrithe. Always a classic. So Leaden Mirror, Perilous Mirror, Wall of Tangle Cord, you're all in. Darksteel Mirror's in the maybe spot. I guess Hover Mirror might even be. Sylvok Replica. Training Drone, sure, why not? Corpse Cur's in. Dross Ripper, Lashwrithe. Rusted Slasher can go in the maybe. Strandwalker, Lumigrid Gargoyle are in. A Hexplate is in the maybe. Wow, we're going to have so many options. Pith Driller, Spread the Sickness. Scourge Servants are in. Parasitic Implant. Flesh Eater Imp, Contagious Nim, and Vault Scourge. We'll play the Vapor Snags, maybe the Surge Arc. Blighted Agent, maybe a Sea Strider, maybe a Bonds. Got like a million sideboard cards. It's actually pretty cool. Maybe the Spire Serpent. And we'll definitely play the Scrapdiver Serpent. Yep, that's 22 cards as predicted. So let's figure out what we're going to play. And these are the illustrious choices. I love how they're all questionable in their own way. Alright, we've got too many here. We got to start cutting. How many equipment am I playing? 1, 2. Alright, Training Drone, you're out. I have a million 4-drops. Rusted Slasher, you're out. I have a million 5-drops. Oh, well, Spread the Sickness is a removal spell. Pith Driller is like really a 4-drop. A Parasitic Implant is a removal spell. Yeah, I have a million 4-drops. But 5-drop's not that big of a deal. Already got a big 7-drop. I'm not sure if I want, well, wait, let's count the artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess this Parasitic Implants counts as 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think that's enough for Search Arc to be really worth running. I really don't want to main deck Darksteel Mirror. It's just too dangerous. Well, it is a 3-drop. That does have a lot going for it. Alright, I have enough good 2-drops, so that means Perilous Mirror's out. Even though I do have the equipment for it. I really don't want to have to play double blue this early. I'm going to try to skimp on blue a little bit to make room for Lashwrithe, so that Plated Sea Strider's out. Especially with Lashwrithe, I really don't want to splash a green for Sylvok Replica Wall of Tangle Cord. As delicious as that sounds. The idea of this guy being just a dead card is kind of lame. At that point, I'd rather have a Darksteel Mirror that's always indestructible. See, I've got 2 removal spells, so maybe Bonds is good, but I also have 2 Vapor Snags. I really don't want to have to play Bonds. Well, I've got a lot of good cards to hold the fort and be nasty. But I do have Vapor Snags, which makes me want to be kind of aggressive, but those also can help me hold the fort. I feel like these two are both... Whoops. I feel like these two are both questionable, though they're 3-drops. Well, but they are 3-drops. Yeah, I've got a lot of expensive cards. Yeah, I'm going to say no to these big ones for now. We're going to pick one of these two. I think it's right. So it's like Sylvok Replica and Forest are just Darksteel Mirror, I think. And my blue requirements are really light. I really just need to get to 2 at some point. Alright, we're going to be greedy, ladies and gentlemen. But is that surprising anybody? It's not surprising me. 9, 8, 7, 9, 1. I really don't need that many swamps either, though. I'm just going to go to 8, 2. That's a lot. We'll go 7, 9, 1. Even though I really just don't need that many swamps. It's just for this. This will be good as long as I have like 3 swamps even. But it definitely wants more than that. I think 7 islands is the right number. 9 and 1. Just so many swamps just for Lashwrithe. Hmm. 7, 8, 2. Nah, I don't want that forest clunking up my draws. I'm gonna go 7, 9, 1. And do we have any art value? Let's see, we got that one. And got this island here. It's the same island though. Nope. Alright. I think that's it. Let's run it.